Thank you for being here. And today's video is on how movement brings clarity. And there is a strong energy of action, of having to take action, yet the need to recharge, to refill, to be in overflow again in your energy before you truly drive forward with that. And if you're really connected to that energy, you'll know, even if you're a bit tired, you know you're connected to your why, your North Star, your mission, you have clarity and confidence in your gifts and talents and the outcome, and any compromising that you may desire to take to move you forward, as I'd mentioned in the previous video also, if there's a conscious awareness that this is serving your growth, this is serving your path and your evolution, it is the soulful journey, it is heart-led from within you, it is connected to the energy of love and true. So I've got a lot of notes today that I've taken down, things that were coming to me on a very early morning walk, which I tend to do as a routine in nature. It just so much comes through. And there's times when I feel like, oh, if I had my phone with me, I could just take a reel or take a video because there's so many messages come through. But I do have this rule with myself at times that I just go out without devices and to just completely be in my own energy. I really recommend that for whoever is listening and how you may resonate with that in disconnecting and being in energy, just completely coming back into yourself and communing with your guides and being receptive to energy and insights and even fun and playfulness. If you get music lyrics drop in, I'm hearing that move me. I'm going to put a link to the video, the song down below, or share a post later. But I'm really feeling that like move me, and I'm asking almost the divine to move you. How should I move? Or being receptive to what wants to come through in guiding you forward in your leadership. You may feel some kind of solar eclipse, equinox kind of energy, hangover kind of thing, the sensations of perhaps tiredness or fatigue, in how you're going through a whole restructuring in your energy, and that requires you to rest and to recuperate, to recalibrate in your field, since most of what you're experiencing is it's coming from your energy. Everything is coming and emanating from you in your mind body soul connection, in your frequency. And this is why it's so important to zoom out, to be in solitude, to do introspection, to do meditation. And what was coming to me very strongly was meditation of humming and using vocal toning and singing and hearing your own voice and allowing the power of your own voice to heal and activate and ignite you in your energetics, and how a lot of information can come to you and that you can truly connect to your heart and soul. You can be in tenderness and love and expression and allowing the flow of emotion and more in your frequency, and the calibration. It also harmonizes your field, because when you are humming or singing and using the power of your own voice, you're literally playing your own harmonic resonance. I mean, your own resonance is being broadcasted from you, and anything that does not resonate with your unique sound frequency simply must clear out of your field, because you're broadcasting a stronger signal from you. Like, this is my harmony, this is my tone, this is my sound, this is my frequency, and it calibrates your energy and brings you back into a state of wholeness and into the truth of who you are. More on that in Wielding the Power of Your Voice, resonance, sound healing frequency playlists, and more in my book, and how you can utilize the power of your voice and visibility in acts of service. I put my glasses on, intending on putting them on in this video because it's quite bright here at this point. I am going to put them on for a while, and I do have something to read, so I'll take them off again. Appreciate your understanding. It's quite bright. Beautiful day here, though. I'm actually appreciating that it's a bit overcast because it's been a ridiculously long summer. Weather chat done. Thank you for your patience. So let me see. Cards. In tarot, we had the Two of Swords come out, which may signal that you're feeling an energy of indecision or a conflict of interest. Should I go this way or that way? Is this the right plan of action? Should I do this or do that? Is this compromising on me, on my own mission? If I take that route, that may be pandering to someone else or pleasing someone else, or um, meeting some criteria, which can also be an illusion. It can stem from a projection of someone else, whether or not they're believing in you and your why and vision that you may have absorbed, and seeing through that illusion, or completely, as I said in a previous video, betting on yourself and committing to your vision and your mission and your why, knowing that you're supported. Yet this eclipse energy has really felt like a recalibration, a restructuring in the field that you may notice even as you're walking down the street or being even in your body, that you feel a different energy within your own frame, that you feel more anchored. Let me know if this is resonating for you. If you're feeling anchored in an energy of ease, if there's an energy of confidence and conviction and certainty and something like more claimed in your energy, you may feel differently within your own body, that you're not quite swayed, you're not falling into fear, you're not questioning your safety, that you know you're divinely guarded and protected, you know you're completely safe, you know everything is unfolding for your benefit. So therefore, this can't have as much of a pull on you. You may want to pursue the path that brings you greatest fulfillment and is truly in your heart. And there may be remnants of doubt or fear or worry clearing out of your field, yet your baseline frequency has elevated, and you may be noticing that shift in your energetics. So, therefore, if you have surmounted something that was even more challenging for you to calibrate to in the past, such as anchoring into rooted trust and safety and conviction and confidence and certainty, then you know that regardless of what indecision may be arising in you right here, right now, that you're already through to the other side. That version of you exists, that creation is already done. So you're simply aligning with the frequency that you prefer. You're simply aligning with believing in yourself even more. You're simply aligning with being victorious. And right after that, we had the Six of Wands, which is triumph and celebration and victory and having that self belief and confidence. Yet the importance of acknowledging, even through your recognition for your work and your success, to recognize all the support you have received along the way, the people who have contributed towards your growth and impact and success, because this never happens completely alone. It's not a solo lone wolf path, though we might feel that way at times. Events and circumstances and people have supported us and have played a part or contributed to our journey in ways that we may have preferred and not preferred. It has all served its divine purpose, and it serves you well to hold an energy of grace and compassion and appreciation for everything that has led you to claiming or holding or envisioning and imagining this sense of victory. So while you can have confidence that it doesn't fall into arrogance and that you remain rooted and grounded in knowing that everything has brought you here, and therefore it's not necessarily being a humbling that like that you lower yourself or shrink down in energy, yet you're gracious and grateful for taking yourself to a next level and knowing that it has not only been you, but you have been supported by your ancestors, your angels, your guides, and all the interactions and experiences that you have had in your reality and experienced and processed and integrated and learned from an embodied wisdom, that it is all to be given appreciation. And that takes you back into gratitude. You know, the cards from Sacred Destiny Oracle, we've had action, take action. And right behind them, we had solitude and retreat. And this is giving me this energy of retreat, reflect, rest, restore, so that you can connect to your inner truth. You can connect to how any indecision may be coming from limitation or illusion, that you can anchor in and claim the embodiment of the frequency of victory and success and claiming that I already am everything, I already have everything. Everything is within me. I am the source. I'm connected to that source. I'm connected to a sense of wholeness, and therefore there is no need to rush. Nature does not rush. All is unfolding in divine order, divine timing. I can take more potent actions from a more potent energy that feels more embodied. It feels more embodied in truth and wholeness and completion and in love as a huge energy. I'm going to read the description from the action card as it may resonate, and I have some things that Spirit was guiding me to read from my book, a page that I'd opened out that's aligning with this energy on the power of rest, and then utilizing that restored energy of overflow in more potent action that brings you greater results, creates better impact, and is more in alignment with the truth of who you really are. So, from Sacred Destiny, a shift is coming, the time is now. Don't hesitate, face your fear, do whatever it is anyway. When big change is on the horizon, it's time to take action. Of course, there's times to be deliberate and carefully consider your next step, but not now. Now is the time to take immediate action. And this is bringing me back to how movement brings clarity, because your action forward from a state of wholeness and not wounding, from abundance and not lack, from giving and overflow and not seeking or wanting or desperation, which is repelling and energy, but in a magnetic kind of way of knowing who you are and embodying that energy and showing up and taking your action, you can allow the feedback loops to give you signs and signals, at the same time not to be in the energy of seeking or looking for a validation, being in an energy of certainty that all is unfolding, regardless of how it appears and how it shows up, because it's your energy that is affecting the outcomes also. Look forward with a calm, steely gaze, and then forge ahead with clarity, determination, power, and grace. And really feeling that embodiment in energy. If you are too, do drop your comments. I'd love to celebrate that with you. Quicken your spirit by making decisions now. Even if you're not 100% certain of your decision right now, it's better to make any choice than none at all, so that you take yourself out of the energy of indecision and being at a stalemate, but you allow yourself to be moved, that you move the energy somehow. And that moves things along. The universe is picking up your signal and can calibrate things in your reality that are matching up to that signal. Get the rest and the introspection, the extra sleep, or if you're needing to have a nap, and so on, to come into a state of wholeness and overflow within your field makes your actions more potent. And then you can feel aligned in confidence with clarity and conviction, rather than seeking or questioning or worrying or doubting. So from the notes I've had, retreat to rest and restore, that this is productive, to recharge to a state of overflow so that you reconnect with clarity and confidence and potent action. On this walk again, I've had these four things come out, one I've already mentioned, that it's simple and easy. Okay, so if we think of breathing, that if you breathe in a deep breath into your belly right here, right now, and you take these glasses off. Okay. Breathing energy into your body. It's the most natural thing, and it's so easy. Also, on my walk this morning, a dog appeared out of nowhere and went on quite a large section of the walk with me, very happily. I'm so, like, petting him and so connected to an energy of love, like dog as God backwards, and just feeling so appreciative and so in love in my heart, and kept getting the message. It's so simple and easy. People like to tell you that it's not that simple, it's not that easy. Love doesn't put food on the table. That's the lie. That love is everything. When you're connected to gratitude and love, it is everything. And love can propel you forward. And love is money, and love is abundance. And that you being in a state of love and appreciation within you, genuinely in your heart, feeling that activated in you, is your health, vitality, success, authentic loving connection, vibrancy, wealth, success, momentum forward. Because you're generating that within your field, and you're magnetic to more loving, harmonious experiences. So just like breathing, love is not complicated. We tend to make it so complicated, but it's so simple. We can connect to that so simply in gratitude within our being, and to show up as that expression of your unique soul expression of love. I've mentioned this in a video quite some time back now, I believe, in how you hold the unique expression of love that you feel that you have not received or experienced, because in that void space, you became the gap that filled that. So if it is that in your childhood you feel you didn't receive love a certain way, you tend to be the expression of that. So you give it or express it with others. And you're called to give more of that expression to yourself, to integrate into a sense of wholeness and to give yourself more of the unconditional love. So whether that's through acts of service or it's gifts, so it's gifting yourself things, it's pampering others that you pamper yourself, that it is nurturing others, you nurture yourself, that is feeding others, that you cook and nourish yourself with food and you give yourself that comfort. If it is celebrating or recognizing other people's successes, that you celebrate your own small and big wins, that notice what your expression of love is and give more of that to yourself to feel that you're expanding in your container of self-love within you, which makes you more magnetic to more of your desires. And on this walk with the dog, I was hearing you don't actually own anything apart from your own energy, and that's accumulated. So because the dog appeared at a certain point, I turned around, he was gone. There was complete detachment and acceptance, and there was thank you for being part of my walk. Take care, let him get home safe. These things coming to me, and just feeling an appreciation. And this is the fluidity of life. We don't know how long we have. We don't know how long connections are going to last. We don't know how long something is going to be in our reality. All we can do is be present to the magic and be in appreciation. And we don't actually own anything or anyone. Nothing truly belongs to us apart from our own energy and our own hearts. And that is the magnificent force that of magic that we have been given to cultivate, to utilize, to harness, to give reverence to see as sacred, to take care of, to nurture, to nourish, to get the best out of, so that we're showing up as the most authentic version of ourselves in loving truth and authenticity and shine, and how that just generates and creates even more magic in every now present moment. Beautiful, potent message coming through there. But you don't own anything apart from your own energy, and you get to take full ownership of it. That's full accountability and responsibility for your thoughts, your words, your actions, how you show up, the things that you take action on, the things that you don't take action on, the people and energies that you entertain, because energy is contagious, the ones that you pull away from in a way of utilizing discernment and self-care so that you're taking care of and protecting your own energy so that it expands, that givers give to givers, that you want to pour into things and people and places and experiences that expand and grow you and that allow you to evolve and to learn and to transcend experiences of the past which are over so that you can become, so that you can move forward, so that you can generate what's more expansive and truthful and loving and authentic and real and be in the moment and be in awe. You may feel that you're climbing up the very summit of a mountain peak. I was also getting that the final push near the top is where you actually slow down, where you have a more metered approach, where you're more mindful of your energy, where you're breathing even more deeply, where you're taking care of every step and you're taking care of yourself, and you're likely not pushing yourself as much because you're in the energy of I'm almost there. You're not thinking about going back. You've come so far. I'm almost there, so I keep going, but I take my time. I'm deliberate with my steps. I'm taking care of my energy. I'm watching my breathing and how much oxygen I have. And I keep going and push forward, and I know I'm getting there. But it can be slower, more intentional, more deliberate, more focused, being mindful of your energy, being more tuned to your body, taking care of your health and your breathing. So it may feel that that resonates with you in this taking action, that it's potent, but it's very tapped in with awareness and with confidence and certainty in a way that you allow yourself this slowing down and calibration to overflow so that you simply must succeed. In your posture and your energy, you may feel that you're holding, as I'd mentioned before, more ease and safety and confidence, that you know you're protected and guided, and you know that what's for you flows, that it just opens. The way unfolds. There are not necessarily closed doors or limitations or things like this. Then these can be signs that this is not for you, or conversely, it could be a sign of how much do you truly want it? Are you willing to persist and say, I'm not taking no for an answer? And I'm going to keep going with this. And if it doesn't open this way, I'm sure that the universe is aligning it in some bigger way. And therefore, you don't allow yourself to come into this stalemate of indecision or feeling defeated in any way, that you persist and keep going. So the other thing there was voice, humming, and singing to connect with the energy of your soul and connect with your own self-love. Now, from the book, I was guided to this page on surrendering to rest and good sleep. I'm going to read out this, and if you'd like to, you can get a copy of my book in the description box below. The healing journey and shifting in frequency does require sufficient rest. Many find themselves dealing with tiredness and fatigue, the body's natural reaction when we start to care for it more and listen to and honor its wisdom. Beyond that, we honor our energy body. Many experience shifts in sleeping patterns as they ascend, experiencing insomnia, deeper sleep, or even feeling more energized at specific times in the day. Surrendering is a process of cultivating that trust in your body. Feelings of mistrust, where you may doubt that Two of Swords energy, prevent you from easing into deeper relaxation and rest and regulating your nervous system into calm, and that can keep you at lower vibrations. It's more challenging to be happy and grateful when you're exhausted, right? And it's more difficult to make clear decisions when you're tired, particularly if you perceive that something to be bad or wrong. Allow your body to relax. Prioritize getting sufficient rest and sleep because then you can recharge and your energy can feel more abundant and in overflow. And that's where you're actually more magnetic to the resonance of those things lining up to meet you. And stepping away and pausing and taking your attention back into your own body, into your own energy, can make more things come towards you rather than you seeking them. Receiving support is another thing. We breathe in and we breathe out. We're always receiving air. Consider moments that you've had in your lifetime where you felt you were in need and how support showed up for you, perhaps in a different way to what you were wanting or you were expecting. So it may have been that you wanted to receive financial support, yet you received care and love. And if you were honest with yourself, you could see how that was truly what you needed. That the universe always provides what you are in need of, and that may not be what you feeling you're wanting or desiring. You always receive what you need, all your needs are always met. That's something to be truly grateful for. You're always provided for. You received nonetheless, and the universe showed its love for you. I'm always loved. You are always loved. You are love and you are lovable and you are always loved. You are always provided for and taken care of. As you show up in the energy of love, more love can flow to you. This ties in with your sense of abundance, shifting out of lack and scarcity mindset, and with money, not seeing that as separate from you, but that you're a conduit and it flows through you, that you are the vessel. And it's not something to seek or try to obtain, yet you can be the frequency of that in feeling wealth and abundance within your being, feeling a shower, a channeled light flowing through you constantly in a stream as a fountain in overflow. Perhaps you may have felt pushed to call on support in ways that made you uncomfortable. It stretched you into becoming more receptive in asking for your needs to be met and knowing that as you ask, so you receive. Abraham Hicks said that. The ways that you're called to take action, to be this new expression of you, are ways that serve to purpose in shaping you into a new version of you, supporting you in growth along the way or achieving a dream in your heart. Give gratitude for any discomfort as you go to new levels. Embrace the coexistence of observing your own humanity while you own greater power too. Harmonizing both of that in balance. This is the Libra season. All part of the design of being stretched into new versions of greatness. The divine truly does love and support your evolution. You are worthy and deserving of all that you require and desire. Ultimately, the journey of choosing to embody higher frequencies begins with awareness. The more conscious you are of your thoughts, your emotions, and energy, the more power you have to shift. Each day presents opportunities to tune into your vibration and consciously elevate it in presence with gratitude, appreciation, wonder, awe, amazement at the magic of the now moment. When you become aware of how your vibration influences your reality, you step into your role as a more powerful creator. Your vibration is your greatest tool. All your answers are within you. I've just got some notes on how in later chapters, what I go through. Your genius and magic ask to be unlocked, experienced, appreciated, amplified, and absolutely celebrated. And therefore, you must show up and express your gifts and talents, share your voice, share your truth, and to make sure that you're aligning with energies that are moving in the same direction. So that move me song is coming to me again. And move me in the direction and to align with energies that are also moving in a direction of growth. That you may feel that you're not aligning with certain energies at this time that seem to be in repetitive loops of their everyday life being the same, of having the same habits, going the same places, doing the same things, participating in the same activities, that you may want to align more with people who are discussing visions and missions and dreams and goals and money and wealth and impact, and how more people who are connected to leadership from the heart, the more wealth and prosperity that you can generate and share, the more you can inspire others to generate and share more, the better the world can be when that goes into the hands of the right people connected to their hearts, and how you can truly feel more fulfilled and enriched in having these loving connections with people who are on a mission to expand in their truth, in their visibility, in their voice, in their authenticity, and in living the life of their dreams, and how they don't want to settle for the same, because these things can coincide. You can appreciate the magic of the present moment while also knowing that abundance is truth and therefore even more is available to you. An action is required to move the energy, to allow it to flow through you, to be the vessel of the container of holding that more expanded version of you that is calling your greater, bolder, bigger dreams into your reality. It starts with your energy field. So this is again is why it's so important for you to truly honor your body in rest and self-care, in nourishment, in spoiling yourself, in pampering yourself, and allowing the energy of magnetism within your being as you use the creative power of your visualization and your imagination, and you take potent actions as that version of you who's holding that energy, who's in so much love and gratitude and appreciation, and who is intentionally, potently directing their energy where they know with discernment that it simply has to expand and grow, and therefore you thrive and are victorious. Six of Wands energy again. Full appreciation for everything along the way. Let me know if this has resonated for you. Anyone wanting to step into one-to-one mentorship coaching with me, you can send me an email down below. I do scan and read energy and am able to identify subconscious fears, limitations, blocks, to be able to give people insights on how they can truly maintain their preferred vibrational state and move forward. I was talking about this with someone this morning, and how someone had connected with me in the past who felt that their employer was quite psychopathic, narcissistic, and they felt drained in their job and were questioning leaving. I was reading things from their energy and seeing how they wanted to pursue something on a more creative path, was recommending that they make the pivot. They took the leap and took the action in believing in themselves with confidence and conviction, and started showing up. That person, a few months down the line, connected with me at an event where I was seeing in her energy that the partner was not quite on the same vibrational, not in resonance. Their frequency was a mismatch in how she was wanting to believe in herself even more, and he was not quite aligning with her vision out of fear. And it can appear as if it's loving sometimes when someone in your family or friends may question your path and what you're doing. It can be out of their own unfulfilled potential if they have not gone fully, wholeheartedly in on themselves. They may question your choices in doing that. So important that you don't take on that projection. I'm guided to talk about this. It may resonate with someone or many of you who've clicked on this video who are still here. Okay. Yet it can also be out of loving concern of maybe wanting to protect you, yet it doesn't support your expansion if this energy ultimately shrinks you. So that while there can be love in that intention and in that expression, you can zoom out and give compassion and grace to it and say, I see you, I see your concern, I see your love for me. And at the same time, I choose to honor myself and to believe in myself, not allow this projection or this opinion of someone else to sway me from my own self belief and my own confidence in my own vision and mission and purpose and how I will see it through. And this sharing and this being in my field and giving some truth and frequency to the power of presence is so important that people who can sit in your field can receive so much value from you through the resonance and the frequency of that truth and authenticity being shared. And that's why your energy is so precious if you're intuitive and you're highly sensitive. That people simply being around you is highly valuable. And so you do require discernment on who you allow yourself to be around and be in contact with, because that could potentially affect and influence your energy. And also, you don't want to be everyone's therapist for free either. If you have people coming to you to share things with you and to seek your wisdom and insights and clarity, there's absolutely potent value in that. And you should charge for it and monetize on it and feel that you are richly, abundantly rewarded for your truth and insights and clarity that can support other people in raising their vibration and aligning with their dharma with confidence and certainty and conviction so that they become an undeniable success. It's work that I love to do with people who connect with me for coaching on my courses and connecting to their soul purpose and blueprint. Very potent transmissions and channeled insights and energies coming through. I also do mediumship. So if any of you do want to step into a course, you can see my review page down in the description box below and see how working together can be particularly insightful and valuable to you on your journey of inner and outer expansion, creating more of your heaven and earth, which is what my book is all about. To go get your copy. Thank you for listening, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Sending you lots of love as you take potent action forward. See you in the next one. Bye.